Good day. Welcome to Keyboards Everything. So, if you've ever been tempted, go on some of those websites, like Temu's and all those other ones, and you say, "Hey, they got these cool micro SD cards for like $3 or $2 or $1." And this is a 512 gigabyte, 512 gigabyte for like $2, which is insane. And if you ever do some research on these guys, see it's nice packaging and everything like that. Looks very, very professional and very original. It's got the little hangers and stuff. Do some research. Like Sony, as far as I can tell, does not make a 512 gigabyte micro SD card. That's clue number one. You don't see any kind of copyright logos on here anywhere. And there's some other weird things on the packaging. I think if you look closely, let's see, somewhere on the back, see, it'll say, "Hey, star, 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 star." Well, there is no star, star down here with whatever kind of information this is. So that's kind of another little clue that this is probably not real. And same way here, this one here has a sticker over the thing. But you can see plug and play for digital cameras, cellular phones, GPS, MP3 players, and PDAs. Ooh. So if you still have your old PDA out, bam, you're ready to go. And it kind of gives you some nice specs there. And let's see what the specs are. 2000 MP3 songs, 1600 5 megapixels, pictures, and 1 gigabyte. So I'm not sure what this is. So that's kind of odd. But like the fact that there's no copyrights and things like that, kind of suspect that it may be fake. And I did do some testing on this. I knew it was fake when I got them. And when you go to return these, you want to return them, get your money back. Always say counterfeit. Counterfeit's like the flag. They'll instantly refund your money. But even the printing is it's hard to see here. I mean, it looks nice from far away, but when you get a little closer, the printing's a little bit weak, not quite what you would think it would be, nice and crisp and everything like that. Even some of the text here, which I know is kind of small. It's usually not super crisp, but still should be a little bit better than that. And I've actually went through some of these before, and you can figure out what brand they are, what they really are. And if you know who made these, you get the firmware and make it say this is 32 gig. And I think this is probably 32 gig. So I think when I hit 40 gig, what happens is just kind of starts overwriting stuff, and you'll see, hey, the folder's there, but all your files are gone. So you definitely don't want to use this in anything. Never use these things in anything. But they are good for a laugh. Like I said, I bought these knowing that these are fake, and just to test them out, I want to see how fake they are. I bought another 512 gigabyte probably a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Maybe it was a terabyte. And at that time, nobody made 512 gig micro SD cards or terabyte ones. Obviously very fake, and that one was horrific. This one actually has fairly decent speeds. Of course, it's going to overwrite stuff, and I think it's probably 32 gig just from my testing. I didn't do a lot of testing. I know these are fake, but if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And it's it would fool kind of people. If you want to say a flea market or something like that, you see this kind of stuff, walk by it, because it is too good to be true. Even though it does look really nice, but all in all, kind of fun to see this kind of stuff and play with it a little bit. Like I said, you can make this, it's real storage size if you know the firmware, but it is a lot of work, and you really got to know what you're doing. And just be careful of this kind of stuff. But like I said, it's kind of interesting to play with it. So if you do buy them, when you go to do a return, say counterfeit, and you'll get your money back. And for a couple bucks, even if you don't, it's good for a laugh, good to kind of test it out, just to kind of see how these perform. And they do kind of perform really strange. It does seem like they work, but then over time, you'll say, hey, where'd my file go? Or this is corrupted, or this is gone. And that's what they do. Junk. Don't buy it.